Alright. I think we got the strings set up here. Apparently we are 720p, and now it's not complaining about my audio, so give this a second try. Late night troubleshooting this Kodiak that no longer wants to start. So, as you'll see, come over here, we'll turn on this fuel. It's already on reserve. So we got that. We'll go ahead and turn on the electric. See, I already got the choke over here, but we'll reprime that choke. Turn on our power. Give her a couple pumps of the old gas. And this is what happens. A whole hell of a lot of nothing. That's what happens. Now, when I left this a couple months ago while I was working on it, she would fire and she would idle, but she was just giving me trouble when I'd hit the gas. Now apparently she's not running at all. So she's giving me the good old I got nothing. So with that being said, I think we need to go and troubleshoot and see what is going on with our spark. So my shop is still kind of a mess here. Got a lot of stuff that has not been put away or whatever, but we'll see if we can't find us some stuff to troubleshoot with. This is a new tripod, so if you fall over, I apologize. But I think the first thing we need to do is figure out, one, if are we getting spark. From there, two, if we're getting fuel. And if we're getting those two things and we're still not firing, then we've got some way bigger problems. She is turning over. Somewhere around here, she have a spark tester. It might be in my garage at home. Not seeing it here. guys a closer look here. Hopefully in a spot where I don't have to knock you over. In a spot where I can see your comments. What we're going for, I don't know if you can see it in there. It's right here. It's the plug. It's not the easiest plug to get to. Can't really get through it on the other side of the fender either. But right now, to me, it feels like we're not getting very much. It feels like we're not getting spark or something. So we're gonna start there and see if we can figure out if she's got some kind of spark. Last time I checked this, she had spark, although it was a pretty weak spark. But now she's not firing at all. So that is concerning. You see, I can barely even reach the stupid plug wire. Looks like we got a zip tie in there, I think. I think we're going to have to snip that zip tie. Could be that the coil's going out. I know that's kind of rare. It is a possibility. So we got that zip tie moving. There we go. Not the easiest zip tie to get to. You know what? I need some light, but that wire don't feel very good. It feels, I mean, that might be normal, but it feels kind of stripped. No. Let's see if we can get a deep socket on here. Some sort. This is probably not going to work. My guess is I'm going to need a standard. Fits over it. Don't know if she'll reach though. Spark plug out. Hardly a moped. You could probably get a moped just for that tool. What's up, Venice? Now we're working on, stand up and show you. Working on this Yamaha 450. Got some heat going over here so we're not freezing tits off. Go to bed. We can sleep when we're dead. But yeah, this is my my little work area. My shop, as I call it. You'd fit probably about 4 cars in here. Doesn't look so big because these big ass jet skis. How's the video and the sound? I'm sure it's still crackling and popping away. But yeah, we got our spark plug out. This is new. I just replaced it, and it's wet, and it smells like fuel. Oh, look at that. Nightbot decided to start working. Holy cow. How did that happen? Anyways, let's see what. Slight jitter, but not noticeable. Yeah, crackling. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy a whole nother phone. It's either that or you got to go with a professional setup. And I'm not quite sure I want that yet, so I'll probably just end up buying another phone and running the hotspot off of this one, which would work better for comments and stuff anyways. But, so we got the spark plug out. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, kind of. You can see it's wet. It smells like fuel. So we know we're getting fuel into the cylinder, but she's not firing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I mean, the other option is just to upgrade to the Galaxy 20 or whatever, the S20. But like, I'd like to have someone tell me if they've had the crackling issue with that one as well, because apparently this crackling issue goes all the way back to like the S5s or something. Had someone on my stream the other day says, "Oh, you have the Yamaha or the Yamaha, you have the Galaxy crackle." Sure enough, it did. So, looking into possibly just buying another phone to just run off of that, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, this is still, doing the job for now, I suppose. But anyway, so we know we're getting gas. It looks to me like we're not getting spark. I think that's the issue, and that's why she's not firing, which is what I was suspecting. But last time I checked, we were able to buy a shoulder strap camera. The problem with those cameras are, though, is if you want to use Streamlabs with one of those, is you've got to buy one of those freaking boxes or whatever that costs like $1,500 or something. Like, from what I can tell, there's no way, and then you got to basically change everything over to an RMTP type setup. I'm trying to do simple stuff. When the channel grows, I'll consider something like that, but for now, I'll keep it where she's at. But yeah, I think we're not getting spark here. But we're gonna test that. Alright, she's in the socket. My guess is we can probably get a ground on this muffler. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to crank this, and let's see if we get a spark. Get you guys up close. Let me know if you see a spark, because I'm not going to be able to see it, but I'll zoom you in so you can. Let me know if you see a spark coming out of there. I see spark. She's sparking. So what the hell? If we have fuel and we have spark, what the hell? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, not only is she sparking, she's sparking well. Chalupa! What's good, brother? Glad to see ya. We're troubleshooting this stupid Yamaha 450 I got here. We're sitting out in my shop. I don't know if the heater's making too much noise, but I figured why do this alone? I just got done replacing the axle on this thing too. It had a bent axle. I actually bought this thing wrecked for really cheap and rebuilt it. This whole back plastic I bought, they don't make them anymore. And I pulled the carb out and I cleaned it. I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and I went through and rebuilt the whole thing and put it back in there. And when I pulled the spark plug just now, it was wet and it smelled like fuel. So, and as I'm sitting here hitting the ignition, I mean, can you guys see the spark there? Like when I do that, it's definitely sparking. Oh yeah, she's sparking all right. Well, I mean, you can do that by messing with the choke and stuff. And like I said, a month ago when I left this, the issue I was having with it was it would start, and it's always ran great. The engine on this thing's always been a champ. But when I turn this around, when I got this, it's always, well, I put a brand new carburetor on it when I got it because it didn't run when I first got it. Then I went around, fixed a bunch of other stuff, and for 2 or 3 years it ran great. Now I let it sit for a few months out at the property inside of a Connex box, but when I pulled it out, it started up like it always would. It started up great. Went to go ride it and I noticed I didn't have power. When I hit the gas, it wanted to choke and die. And I was like, well, what the heck? That's new. And it's progressively gotten worse and turned into this. I mean, I suppose it could be maybe water got into it somehow, but it was stored indoors. Like, it was stored inside. So the only way it could have bad gas in it would be if somebody grabbed like a bad gas container that I had laying around and put gas in it. And there has been other people around, but I think that's going to be the next step, is to drain the fuel tank and put fresh fuel in it and go from there. But I mean, that looks to me like we've got great spark, so I don't know what's going on. It's not spark, doesn't look to be the coil to me. But let's go ahead, and that spark plug's brand new. I just bought that sucker, so I guess we'll go ahead and put the spark plug back in and move on to fuel, because to me it looks like we have spark. How long has it been sitting? It sat for about 3 months without running, but I've let it sit for up to a year before, and then came back and fired her up and she was fine. But at that point I had ridden her out at my property. I've got a racetrack, so we go out there and ride the quads pretty often, but I had let it sit for probably about three months, and then it was come back to it and it just wasn't running right. But now it doesn't even want to start at all, so I don't know what's going on. Come on, get in there, thread. I don't have the best light here. Yeah, it could be. That's what we're going to check next. I mean, like I said, the first thing I did when this thing was running like that was pulled the carburetor and cleaned it. Maybe my cleaning wasn't good enough. I mean, I did run it through an ultrasonic cleaner that I have, and I feel like that should have done the job. Plus I replaced a couple parts, but that We know we're getting a spark. We'll get this boot all the way on there. She's on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what I'm gonna do next, Julep, is I think I'm going to go ahead and empty the entire fuel tank and then put some fresh juice in her and see what that does. Yeah, and I don't think compression would be something that went bad because, like I said, I put it away running fine and then came back to it and had problems, which is typically a fuel issue. But I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and try to fire. Every time you do something, it's always best to go back and try again. So verify. We got power. We got fuel. Turn the choke off, put the choke back on, hit our power switch, give her a couple pumps, and hit the gas. Nothing. Nada. I'm going to try to use the throttle here while trying to start, see if that does anything. I think we got to empty the fuel. Come around this way. Give the old spinneroo. Grab a gas can. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to go ahead and open up this side over here, and I think I'm going to drain the fuel. The fuel smells great though, so I don't know. It could be a carburetor issue. Maybe I just need to replace the carb, even though I cleaned it and did everything. I mean, I even ran it through the ultrasonic cleaner. That should make it money. But it did. For a splitter, some hose, and an empty can. Hose! What's up, TV? We're working on a quad that doesn't want to start. It ran great and now doesn't want to start. And don't get me started on these guys. I got two other ones at the house that run. These two need a lot of work. Oh yeah, this is the heater. That's how I keep my shop warm. Thing works pretty good. Works on diesel and kerosene. 70,000 BTUs of heat, which is great because it's like 28 degrees outside. Alright, we got a can here. I haven't moved everything over from my other shop yet, so a lot of things are discombobulated and moved around. You know what? I think we'll just use this and a funnel. I've got to come in here and put a bunch of stuff away. I've got to pick up a bunch of stuff. Mess. But it wouldn't if it wasn't a shop. It wouldn't be a shop if it wasn't a mess, right? Get you guys set up over here. Actually, I wonder if I can get you to sit right up here. Yeah, that works. At least for now. There we go. Hey, some good old live mechanical action. I'm with you. I'm like, my big problem is I don't want to freaking work by myself, but I was like, dude, I got YouTube. Like, let's go work with the homies. It's almost like having people here. I guess I should plug you guys in too, just in case. Likes to take up so much power. I mean, you don't really use it that often, Chalupa. You get used to it. I mean, once you're in drive, this thing's pretty badass though. Like, so when you turn this thing on, you know, it's in park down at the bottom. Then you got reverse, neutral, high, and low. And then of course over here you've got, you know, that's all those gears. But then this thing, the reason this quad is so badass is because you've got your options right here. You got your 2-wheel drive and your 4-wheel drive, and once you're in 4-wheel drive, you guys hear that, you can click over here and then you can lock the entire thing and do some serious rock crawling. Thing's a beast. I've never gotten stuck in this thing. So, great hunting rig. Got a lot of power. She gets the job done. It does not have a beer holder. It probably should have a beer holder. But it does have that. I have it off right now because I was going to go in and test the coil, but we've got sparks, so there's no point there. But that gives me some pretty badass sound while we're running around. Anyhow, let's get you guys set back up here. Let's go ahead and drain this fuel. Still getting used to this new tripod. Yeah, the Yamahas, man, they're pretty decent. I picked this quad up for $600 because it didn't run, it was broke, and I fixed it. Ran great for a few years, and well, here we are. Kind of frustrating because I just put a new axle in the back of it. The axle was bent, which was really annoying. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna flip this around so I can see your comments. Go like this. Or at least attempt. Maybe. Getting used to this new tripod is not gonna be easy. We'll figure it out. There we go. I think. Okay. So let's drain this fuel. this off for now. And of course, I don't fit this stupid trailer away with this squeezer over. I pulled the carburetor and cleaned it, ran it through the ultrasonic cleaner. In the top part of it, there was a broken spring. I replaced it. I made sure all the jets were clear. I blew compressed air through all the passages and put the carb back in. Did not resolve the issue. So started to think that maybe we were having an issue with the pedal and not letting fuel out. But I pulled this ped off once. There we go. Pulled this ped off once before, and story short, didn't resolve the issue. I got the fuel off. I'm going to go ahead and put it on reserve. Yep, we're dumping fuel. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we are dumping fuel. So I think I'm going to leave it in reserve and just fill this sucker up and empty that tank. And we'll have to go get some new fuel. Fuel smells good though, and it looks good though. Let's see if I can't. No, the fuel smells great. It smells new to me, but that doesn't mean that it didn't get some condensation in there or enough to cause issues, you know. Let's see if you guys, if I can get you a view of this. I only have so many hands. Let's see. There we go. Yep. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's good and clear. I don't know what you guys can see. Arm hairs. I get the feeling you guys didn't get the best view there. My apologies. Maybe you can see if I hold it up here. Yeah, you can see that. And the fuel's clear. It's not like dirty and brown. It smells good. It smells like regular fuel. I mean, honestly, I'll probably just go put this in my riding lawnmower. I'll put fresh gas in here. I really don't think that's the issue, but we've got spark. We know we have spark, so maybe the carburetor's got something really messed up with it. Maybe I need to buy a new one. Got spark. And the air filter, I opened that up and I pulled the carb out, and that was all clear and good. So pretty interesting. Got spark. The spark plug was wet and smelled like fuel when I just pulled it. So if you've got spark, you've got fuel, and you got air. The only thing really left there is compression, although I don't believe it's a compression issue. But I suppose we could do a compression test. It's gotta be a fuel issue. It's gotta be. I'm hoping it is, because if we got spark and it's not some type of a fuel issue, man, we got some problems. We got some serious problems. Water usually goes to the bottom. It could be that it sat out there, and with the temperatures getting cold and hot, that it got water or condensation in there somehow, even though it was stored in a Connex box. I don't know. This thing's got me pretty baffled. I suppose we could pull the carb again and run that through the ultrasonic cleaner. At this point, though, I'm kind of tempted to just buy a whole new carb and toss it in, because that would eliminate that problem, and they're not too expensive. Yeah, I believe I have new fuel somewhere, but honestly, I don't want to trust what I have. Chances are I'll probably just run to the store and get some really fresh fuel and make sure it's like new, and once this is completely empty here. It's taking forever. I suppose we should look in here and make sure I'm not going to overflow too much. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, you go to the gas station that's nearby. But I mean, this looks like good fuel to me. I mean, you would think you could take some starting fluid or spray some starting fluid in the air filter while she's trying to start, see if you get some type of a reaction that way. But like I said, when I last left this, she was fine. Or not fine. She would start and she would idle and she would run, but she would fart and spit and puke if I tried to give her any gas. And now it's progressed into a no start condition just by sitting. I'll tell you what though, this tank takes forever to empty. Holy cow. And it looks like the bowl on the carburetor does have a drain as well, so I think we're coming to the end of the fuel here, boys. And she's barely pissing out now. And she had good flow. She was coming out good, so definitely not an issue between the tank and the carb, unless it's bad fuel or something. But like I said, I really don't think that's the issue. Especially with quads. Quads will usually run just about anything. I guess this is a 4-stroke though, it's not a 2-stroke. No, there isn't an inline filter. It's it goes from the tank straight to the carb. There's the carb though is kind of sophisticated. On the inside of the carburetor, it has a couple filters. $33 for me. What is that? $33 for me. You know, that's a good idea though. I do have a filter that I could just snip this line and put it in line, and that wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt to have an extra filter. It never does. It's a good idea, TV. Oh, 33 for you, yeah. Yeah, we're about 28 here where I'm at. Pretty toasty in here now, though. That heater's doing its job. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this switch. Make sure we don't get anything out of this other way. Nothing but a couple squirts. Yeah, I think put it on reserve one more time. Yeah, she's empty. Empty. Alright. So I think we better empty this bowl out too while we're here. As you can see, she's got this this hose that runs up in there into the carb. And we'll go ahead and drain whatever's in the bowl of the carb while we're here. Feeling we're pulling this carb again, and to me it sounds more and more like a carb issue. Grab a screwdriver. It's like 4 screwdrivers sitting here, and they're all flatheads. What do you need a Phillips? So I think a flathead will fit here. You fixed your neighbor's mower by sniffing fuel and sucking their filter? I don't know if I'd tell anybody that. I'm just playing. Gave it the old sniff and suck, huh? Interesting. There she goes. Man, she was stuck. Alright. That should let the fuel out of the bowl. Which it is. She's draining right now. There wasn't very much, there was some, not very much, but what was in there came out. What the hell? Nightbot's getting mad because of freaking caps? Shut up, Nightbot. You gave it a good blow too. Two more things, because 4-stroke vacuum line to carby and air hole for air to release from tank. Yeah, I gotta fix Nightbot. Nightbot is fascist and tyrannical. Shut up, Nightbot. Leave people alone. You jerk. Yeah, so there we go. We've got all this fuel out of this fucking carburetor now. Go ahead and close this guy back up again. So we know fuel was getting into the bowl. We know she has spark. No, we know it has spark. What if it's one of those weird things where like the wire itself is having an issue or arcing out whenever it's on the actual plug? It might be worth taking that plug apart and snipping the end off and then reinstalling it. And just making sure we're not having an issue there. I don't believe there's a fuse in here. I believe this is just a connection. But we have all the fuel out of this. And seeing that I don't have fresh fuel here, I'll probably have to go get some. For a few months, come back to it. And you've got spark, you've got whatever fuel's in there that's going to the car, seems to be going into the cylinder. Just doesn't make very much sense. Status for caps filtering, enable possible settings, enable, disable. Blow the fuel hose. Oh, back into the tank in case there's any kind of like a clearing. Oh, you gonna make me suck and blow here? It's not a bad idea though. In there? Shit. I guess we're going backwards. Not gonna lie, that felt restricted until I blew. And it opened up. I'll try the other way too. And look inside the tank. What the hell? There's still fuel in there. What the fuck? There's still fuel in here, yo. We saw it come to an end and stop, but there's still fuel in that tank. I just blew into it. I don't think there's any way for me to turn a flashlight on here, but look at this. The fuck? There's still fuel in that damn tank. the hell? How is there still fuel in there? Well, now that I blew on it, well, what's weird is I blew on both ends, but I didn't hear any bubbling. I heard air go straight through. I bet you it's just like bottom of the tank crap. Well, if I can blow through the hose and it goes in, I don't think it's grabbing from the very bottom. My guess is they probably do that on purpose. But I do have, oh, where did I put it though? I have a couple fuel pumps that I could fashion up to get the last little bit out. Didn't drain it all. Like blowing on it. This motherfucker. Rather blow on it than suck on it. I'll tell you what. But that's weird. Let's see if we can't get some more fuel out now. I don't think so, because like, why is this wobbling? Stupid thing. See if we can't get some more fuel. Like I said, when I blew on it, it didn't bubble. I just heard air. But we're gonna try this. Nada. Nothing. Completely dry. Nothing coming out. Switch to the other way. Nothing. Like I said, when I blew on it, I heard nothing but air. So I think it's just the very bottom of the tank that still has fuel hanging out. But I mean, we filled, this was empty, and we've got her full up to about here. Quite a bit of fuel. I'd say she's not clogged. No, guys, it can't be blocked because I can blow through it, one, and two, we filled up that gas can all the way full. I think what's happening is it's drawing from the side of the tank. Oh, no, I know how this works. Okay. I remember I've pulled this before. The way this works is this paddock goes all the way in there, and that right there goes to the bottom of the tank, and it has two pipes. Those two pipes go into the tank, and they go up a bit. They're not at the very bottom. And of course, one's lower than the other, which is your reserve, and then your regular. And those are sticking up. So the fuel, it's underneath it. If I look in there off to the side, I bet you I can see the paddocks. I can see the two tubes sticking out. There's no intake filter. I remember pulling it. So what happens is all the sediment in the tank usually rests at the bottom, and then you got these two tubes sticking up, one that's longer than the other, and one is your regular fuel on, and the other one is your reserve. Fair enough. Oh my god. Okay, but I'd still like to get that fuel out of there. What do I have? I have, oh god, I think we're gonna have to travel to my house. Got a straw. I've got electric pumps and stuff that'll get it out. I just didn't want to travel here, but I guess that's what we're doing. So we're gonna go on a bit of a trip. I'm gonna make sure I don't have it sitting in here. Ooh, that's toasty. Yeah, I don't think I brought them over here. I'm pretty sure they're at my house. Got some hose right there that I can use. I just need to go grab deep hump. You can see this is the carb. I had a backup carburetor, well, a parts carburetor, and I replaced this is one of the filters on the inside. same carburetor, but you can see this one was just messed up and not genuine. And there was a spring similar to this that was broken in the other one. Yeah, this one's all fuckered up, but it's a parts one. Luckily I had it because it gave me spring. So I guess we're going on a bit of a field trip. I gotta go grab my pump. I have to do this without doxing the self. I'll probably end up deleting this video afterwards anyway, just because it's something I would typically put on the channel, I don't think, unless people end up liking it and wanting to see more of it, because we've got plenty of projects that need doing. You know, it's toasty enough in here right now. I think I'm going to shut this down. Yeah, we're blowing right onto the propane tanks. Cool. Is that safety third? I think so. I think we're safety third in here. Just making sure if we're going to go here. Thinking if we should road trip while I'm doing this and go get fresh gas. I think we should. Save it, cut it down to a short vid. Yeah, that's probably good too, TV. Especially if we figure out what's wrong with this damn thing. Okay, I think we need to go get our fuel pump, and I think we need to go get some good, fresh fuel. I think that's what we're gonna do. That one still has diesel. How are we on the tank? Yeah, we didn't even use that much. Thought I had more gas cans in here. Maybe not. Guess we'll pour out the one we just got. We are going to need a top to it, so we'll steal the one from this one. And we're just going to go do this without being too stupid about it. Alright. Let's go. Make sure I have my keys, which I do. She's dark. I'm sure the security camera will come on though. Alright. Come on, security. There you go. Security camera just got me. Oh god, I'm gonna need two hands for this, aren't I? Hold on. There's a gate here. I know you guys can't see it, but I can. Ow. Okay. Step it on. Some plastic piece. Guess I'm gonna have to point at my face here. If you can pour fuel in and get it to flow. I mean, it was flowing when I emptied it. Want to see how quick my neighbors hate me whenever I start up the Challenger at 2 o'clock in the morning. Look, that's how cold it is. Can you guys see the ice? Gleaming off of it. Yeah. Anyways, I gotta dump this fuel. That one looks pretty damn full. It's not going in that bucket. What about these? Oh, I can pour it in that one. Put you guys down. I feel like this feels probably good. Oh well. I probably should have started. Actually, you're right. You know what? I'm gonna go start the Challenger real quick before I finish pouring this out. Talk about a freaking cold start. I just got Nightbot working. It's fucking stupid. I obviously need to do some updates on that. fuel pump. Holy cow, all this hunting gear and shit in here, I can't see nothing. What in the world? You know what? Bad idea. We're gonna come in this way. Alright. I've got this set up as my hunting rig right now, and she's a bit of a mess. I'm going back out Tuesday to hunt, so can you guys even see anything? Not really, huh? There's lights in here. I don't want to have to come back over here. I want to be able to stay at the shop the rest of the time after we do this. There she is. Yep. And I need to remember to put this crap back, because if not, we all know. If I don't, when I go hunting, my battery will obviously die. Thank you, TV. Yeah, that Challenger's a beast. Although Andazant calls it my moped. I think he secretly likes it. Uh-oh, someone messed with my Trump sign. We're gonna fix that real quick too. Someone tried pulling it up, dude. There's no way it would look like that. Oh fuck. Alright, that's everything we need. But this Trump sign, what the fuck? See this? Hold on. Shit's fucking sideways. Somebody fucked with this. Yeah, it's like... Oh, it's broken. Only one leg. What the hell? Trump sign looking good. There we go. There we go. I've got backups in case anyone messes with it, but nobody's messed with it quite yet. Unless that was somebody messing it up. I do have cameras all over though, so I'll be able to check and figure out when it happened. And if I find out some human messed with it, then we're going to start playing with some electric stuff and we're going to start having some fun. I've been waiting. I'll get you guys set up in here. Oh yeah, we can drive. My headlights are rainbow. What the hell? Is this broken? Better not. Hold on. Un momento. I think we're having frozen Yeah, my phone holder in here is apparently not liking the cold. Okay. There we go. What the hell? That's never happened before. It's that cold. My freaking phone holder, which is automatic and like seals up on my phone or whatever, like froze. Don't mess with me. If you guys saw my last video, I went live while the cops had me pulled over. And they pulled me over because I don't have a front plate and because I had the angel eyes on in red. I kind of antagonized the cops. I wanted to see if they pulled me over. They usually don't mess with me in my little town, but they were training somebody and they came after me. Oh, there's a rabbit. Get across the road, buddy rabbit. What the hell? Don't run in front of me. What the hell? yes, Chalupa, before I leave, I'm putting that freaking gun rack in so that my gun isn't just hanging around in the back, flopping around. Absolutely I am. I appreciate that. Let's see, I'm trying to get you guys set up-ish. Am I hitting buttons? Hopefully not. Yeah, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? Alright. Get you guys set up on the roof. hose. You know, there's just one hose on this side. Of course, you got one on the opposite side. Then you got other pumps around. So not just one hose. And we've got a little store over there. So, but I can't think of anything I need, so I ain't going in the store. Really. You have to find a quick disconnect that works for a tripod in my car phone holder. You have a different hose for every type of fuel. Well, I mean, yeah, the diesel one knows that. If there's diesel, this pump right here doesn't have diesel, but the one behind me does, so it has two hoses. But your regular Plus and your Supreme all come through one hose, and then the diesel is colored green and goes through another hose. Oh yeah, 69 liters. I tried. If Chalupa says it's so, I believe it. Too much torque, boys. Alright, off we go. She slipped real good right there. What the heck? I feel like I should try to show you guys, but I don't know if you'll see him. Let's see. You guys see the bunny? There he goes. Oh, where'd he go? I don't know where he ran, but he's not there anymore. Thank you, Edizant. I appreciate that. Oh, what the hell? There's a cat chasing the bunny. Hopefully bunny gets away. What the hell? Go cat. No, leave the bunny alone. There's a lot of bunnies though. Honestly, if the cat wants one, they probably could have one. They've been multiplying like crazy. I'll put you guys back in the holder here. Maybe. I'm gonna try anyways. This holder is pretty interesting, to say the least. There we go. We got her. Got a 5-hour energy here. Yeah, boys. Okay, I think we got this set up. We got a lot to carry. This stupid, I'm telling you, this stupid ass thing does not work how it should. Stupid tripod. It tries, but it fails miserably. Alright, we'll grab our things. We'll go back to the shop. We have our jumper cables to run our pump. We have our gas can and our fuel pump. Alright, off we go. It's gonna get dark. It's dark for a minute. We walk over to the shop. And I might need 2 hands for this stupid gate. I don't know why it was designed this way. That was before my time. Let's see. There we go. Security camera will get me and then you'll see me. There it goes. Yeah, it's icy. Which key is it? I think it's that one. Got everything we need. Now I can quit worrying about doxing myself. I'm gonna set you guys back up. What'd I miss? Get off stream, I'll show you how they invaded Australia on Discord. Okay. We bought over like 30 and there's millions now. Yeah, I heard Australia's where they used to send over like all the people who went to jail or something. That could be incorrect. But Australia is a place I definitely want to visit at some point. All right. Where do I set you guys up at? I'm thinking up here. Yeah, there we go. So let's get this fuel out of this quad, eh? Of course, though, stupid, I got the fresh gas in the small can. I've got to find a container to put the rest of that fuel into. I suppose I could use this Dr. Pepper container temporarily. That ought to work. Should be fine. All the rest of my gas cans are still over on my property. Honestly, I'm not really sure to get over there right now. Gonna need the fuel pump and need to stitch to the jumpers. That right there is the pump we're going to use. Get the fuel out of there. Question is which way? Okay, flow is that way. So this go into our bottle like that. We're going to need a clamp. Fuel pump. I'm gonna get you. Oh, you guys can see what I'm doing. You can see. All right. Get our ground pinched off there. Our positive. Attempt to pinch. Yeah, that ought to work. Make sure those stay a little separated. And we need another hose, of which we have. Oh yeah, I should plug you guys in. Make sure you got juice. All right. Grabbing another hose. I suppose a couple. I think they're two different sizes. One will work, or will make it work. We're gonna go with the big one. There you go. Connect this to the pump. Like so. Make sure it's in a spot where she's not going to fall and short on something. Okay. Alright. Then take the other end of our jumps and run it right to the battery. Nope. It works. We'll use it as touch control. Same last name. Solid 7-11 when it comes to fire hazard. Hey, safety third, y'all. Remember, this is just how I do it. This is not a tutorial. I am not taking credit until we get some, there we go, that'll hold it. All right, safety third, let's go. It's working. There we go. And fuel is coming out. We are filling up the bottle. Oh, there's quite a bit still in there. We're going to need another bottle. Close. Yeah, we need another bottle. Yeah, I guess she's not the clearest gas. She is looking kind of brown and dingy, huh? Get the little bit that's in the line out. I don't know. Maybe it was dirty fuel, guys. She looks pretty dirty. She looks kind of dirty to me. I don't know. What do you think? It looks browner in real life. Definitely looks browner. I don't know. We're going to need another bottle though. I know that much. There's more in there. Just kind of strange. What do we got for a bottle over here? Well, suppose I don't really have another bottle, but I do have a pan. That'll work for now. Got some old diesel and oil and mixed up crap. We'll just pour it into there. Sure that's even safer, right? Get this out of the way. All right. Put that there. Grab our power switch, if you want to call it that. Good. Oh. There isn't very much in there. I think we got her all. Yeah, I'm gonna say she's drained clean. Got a little bit out of there. That was it. Guess we'll take a peek. Oh yeah, she's dry now. That works. Cool. Well, it's good to have a good fuel pump laying around. So we know the tank is dry. and clean so we can eliminate fuel as an issue. Reserve section. Yeah, so like I was saying, I don't know if you saw earlier, the way it works is it has, I'll flip you around. There's a switch. Back there is the paddock. It has two pipes. They go straight up into the bottom of the tank. One's longer than the other. Long one is your regular one, and then of course your reserve is a little shorter. But it's all just a basic tank. I don't know if I can see it in there. Might be able to see it from the other side, actually. Let's go over there and find out. I think if I had a flashlight, yeah, I can see it. Not well. Yep, there it is. Oh, there isn't little tiny intake tank filters on top of them. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. I'll try to get you a view here. Right back. See, I can see them. You guys can't. We'll find a better light. Yeah, the filters look fine. It's just like I was saying, there's a tall one and then a short one. Do I have a flashlight in here somewhere? I should. Yeah. What about this one? Yeah, that might work. That's worse. The hell? Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. Yeah, this flashlight is poop, to put it nicely. I should have oh, that one's definitely brighter. Let's try the pink one. The plastic tank. There you go. See those two nubs in there? The taller one is the regular, and the small one is the reserve. They got little tiny filters on top. They're clean and they're clear. I don't see any issue with them. Yeah, they're right there. So all the sludge and crap stays at the bottom. You don't really have to worry about sediment. Yeah, they both look good. I don't see anything wrong with them. Yep, I think we'll put some fresh fuel in there. See if she made a difference. We know we got spark. So if this doesn't work, we don't know what it is. Don't know what. But let's go ahead and put the fresh fuel in the tank. Make sure our carb is hooked up. And if that doesn't work, then I think we've got no other issue than to believe that it has to be a carb issue. Has to be. Yeah, you got to pull the, you just pull the tank and then they come out the bottom if I remember correctly. Just like Nitro was saying there. Trying to get you guys a decent view. That ought to work. Nah, it wasn't smoking before she went. Worn rings, I would have noticed oil burning. But we know this fuel is fresh as can be. I really don't think that other fuel had any issues, but you know, guess we'll find out right now, huh? Make sure this doesn't leak. Fill her up. You know what? Should probably put the hose back on the carburetor. Just a smart idea. Paddock is off, but you know, just in case. End up with the fuel all over the ground and have to freaking redo it. That'd be fun. Alright, where were we? Guarantee my lady is watching all the Amazon in the world right now. Love and life. Somebody was asking me earlier if my lady gets mad if I'm out working late. And no, I told him it just means that she gets the big TV for her anime. She don't mind. Almost there. You can see the gas wheel moving. I don't even think that gave us half a tank. Pretty sure that's just above quarter tank. But enough for us to do the test we need to do and figure out if it was a fuel issue, huh? Just reading your guys' comments. Make sure you have a decent view here while we try to fire her with new fuel. All right. Was it fuel? I highly doubt this is going to work. If this is going to work, I'm going to be really surprised. But you never know. I've definitely had way older fluid gas running other vehicles without a problem, so you'd think it would at least sputter, puke, and fire a bit, but... Alright, fuel is on. Go ahead and give that carburetor a couple bumps, make sure those floats aren't sticking. Make sure we aren't leaking anywhere. Smacking the carb a bit. Make sure. All right. I'll leave the lid off. raise the carb, turn on the power. No way. What? It's barely, but it's trying. She's still sputtering and puking. What? No. Yeah, she's still not running great. What? What? Oh, see, she's still dying. She's still not running right. Give her a little help. That still feels like she's cutting. Still struggling. She's barely idling with choke on. Yeah, she's gonna die. I gotta see what you guys' reactions are. I'm gonna pass out from the fumes. She's still not running right. I can tell you she's not. I'm familiar with her. Typically you hit that choke, you hit that start button, and she's just on. And then you turn that choke off, she's good to go. Right now, yeah, you see, she's not staying on. Let's turn the choke off a bit. Whoa, is that a bee? What is it? Nope, messed with the choke. I've only got partial choke on right now. She does sound like she's kind of coming to life a little bit. I don't know, she's sounding better. It might have been fuel, guys. We'll see if she warms up and if I can turn the choke off. You're right, though. I better open the door. Oh, God. Yeah, when I hit the gas, she feels like she has power, so it seems like it could just be like a choke adjustment or a throttle adjustment at this point. This is a hell of a lot better than it's been. I mean, she's running right now. It's a bit late, so I don't want to be revving her up or anything. But my guess is if I revved her up, she'd be ready to go. You can hear her starting to warm up a bit. Hopefully she don't backfire. Running with the carb on a little bit like that. Slowly taking the choke off. Honestly, I feel like if I could rev the balls off of it one time and then take the choke off, that she'd be fine. But I mean, she's running. But boy, I'm choking myself out in here. Try to take the choke off and give her a little gas and then shut her down. But she's running. Alright. I'm going to turn this fan on and blow some of this crap out of here. Hopefully that doesn't cause a big old explosion. If so, I'm going to have a viral video. We'll find out right now. Good. They didn't die. No big explosion. What the hell? She's running, guys. Okay, so I turned the choke off. I gave her gas. And as long as it was just a little bit of gas, it was fine. But whenever I gave her a lot of gas, like try to kind of push her up there, she did the choke, backfire, spit, and puke. Well, that's not propane, that's diesel we're running off over there. Indoor safe, you can run diesel or kerosene. 72,000 BTU heater on that. But I'd say we're on to something. We're at least running at this point. But now we're back to the original issue, which is when you give her gas, she sputters, she pukes, and she's not happy. I'd like, I guess during the day, I'll start her up and I'll see if I can't rev the balls off of her and can't get her to start running right that way. But to me, we have spark. We know we have fuel. We know we have air. I've checked the air box before this video. I think it has to be a carb issue. I don't see any other way that it's not a carb issue. I think it's just, even though I cleaned the carb, I don't think it was cleaned well enough. Could be wrong, but I feel like that's probably what happened. I mean, I looked at the filters and they were clean. I feel like she's getting enough fuel. I think it's the carburetor. I think even though I cleaned it and whatnot, there could still be a passage. It could be this, okay? It could be that there was some sediment and stuff in there. I pulled the carb out, I cleaned it, and then because I didn't flush the lines or clean the tank out, the same crap that clogged it up got back into the carburetor. It's a very real possibility. So I think what I probably need to do is pull that carburetor again. And I probably need to run it through the ultrasonic. And I think, you know, just for good measure, I think I'll order a new carb just to eliminate it. Make sure it's not a concern. And then I'll have this one as a backup if I can get it working right. But I think I'm going to order a new carb and just throw a new carb in. It's not going to hurt. See, the thing is that it was running fine before. I don't want to mess with the tune because it was running perfect. So letting it sit for a bit, and that's where the problem happened. I'm assuming that there's some passageway in that carburetor maybe didn't get cleaned out all the way. Every time I've had an issue, I mean, basic mechanics say that it's the carburetor. We have spark, we have fuel to the carb. She starts. She's not quite running how she's supposed to when you put the choke on. That's immediately a sign of the carburetor. And then when I give her gas, she's also not acting like she should, which is also a sign of the carburetor. So I've got to say it's got to be the carburetor. Oh, you mean tune the carb, like clean it again? Yeah, I'm probably gonna pull her out. I'm just gonna pull it out, clean it. I'll just order another one. Hell, I'll order freaking. Let's see real quick. Let's see if I can check and see how much a carburetor for this thing is. We'll find out while I've got you guys here. Let's see. Amazon. Yamaha makes everything. Holy crap. Kodiak 450 carburetor. Oh, I'm not feeling so good with the exhaust off of this quad. Holy cow. What do we got here? Yeah, so you've got one that doesn't have the best ratings, which is probably the one that I bought originally for only $36, and it shows up on Friday. You got another one with a hell of a lot better reviews, and it's 39 bucks. 163 reviews, and it's got a 4.5 star. This one's 58.88. And yeah, they're all about 30-40 bucks. So I think me see what you guys are saying. I'll chime back in over to chat real quick and see what you guys are saying. But in my opinion, I think the $39 one that has 4.5 stars, like, I think that one, it's prime, shows up by Friday. If I'm gonna go through the hassle of retuning it and all that, let's see. Shake the quad left to right and see if that changes anything. I'm not gonna try to start it again because I'm choked out in here. It's friggin' feeling dizzy. That's how, it's pretty bad. Oh, I appreciate that, Chalupa. I'll look into it. I'm a fan of Yamaha. I'm a Samsung and Yamaha fan. When this thing's running the way it's supposed to, people have trouble keeping up with me. And then whenever we go off-road, it's a beast. And I've got... How many other quads do we have? We've got 3 other quads. Is that right? Yeah, there's 3 other ones. So 4 quads total. I've got this Yamaha Kodiak 450. I have a Kawasaki... Oh, what is it called? I forget the name of it. But I've got a, the Yamaha Kawasaki. I've got a... Oh, what's the brand name? It's basically the same people that make these Sea-Doos and stuff, but their version of the quad. Starts with a B. Bombardier. I've got a Bombardier, a Kawasaki, a Yamaha, and then my daughter has a little quad that's like, can't remember the brand name of it, but it's a small one. But yeah, we got 4 different quads. Of course, the Kawasaki is the one that just keeps on running. She's not very friendly with the carb, doesn't like to keep running and stuff. You're constantly having to mess with the damn carb and everything to keep it going, but she's the one that keeps going. She's only a 2-wheel drive though. This thing having 2-wheel drive front or rear, then of course 4-wheel drive high and low, and then of course having lockers where you can, if you're in a real stuck spot, you can freaking lock the differentials on this beast. Yeah, I could see in there. I could see it in there, and I could see the filters. I could see right through them. They're completely clear. They're just 2 tiny little filters up on top of those nubs, and I could see right through them. I know it's not that. And then on top of that, I blew through the hose and was able to blow right through them just fine. So it's not fuel. And then on top of that, when I drained the fuel from the tank into the gas can, like, it poured out. Like, it came out with a rush. I know it's not a filter problem from the tank to the carb. The problem is either the carb going to the engine and it atomizing the fuel with air and getting it in there properly, or it's going to be a spark problem where I've heard of this before. When the coil starts going out, what happens is you're fine at a low idle or whatever, but whenever you try to give it gas, the spark basically kind of decreases and dies, can't keep up, and that causes the problem. The problem with the coil on this thing though is it's like impossible to get to. You can see I started taking apart the front of this thing. This thing is water cooled. It's got a radiator and fans and all that kind of crap that kick on when she gets hot down in there. But the coil, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it. Probably not. It's like impossible to get to. It's buried behind that plastic panel right over there. And it's just impossible to get to. It's like, to get it, I would have to pull the fuel tank, then the front cowl, and then I could get access to the stupid coil, but you have to remove a whole bunch of other crap in between just to get there. Could I see it on this side? I feel like this is where I can see it. Barely. No. Where did I see it at? Right, it's on the back. having trouble seeing it. But I can see the cable. And this is essentially the cable right here that goes to the coil. I mean, it's up in there. You gotta take a whole bunch of crap apart to get to it. It's a pain in the butt. Not anything that I'm personally looking forward to doing. So I'm hoping it's not the coil. You think it's gonna blow up the mini propane bottles over here? I don't know. Like I can stand right here and it's good and toasty. Nothing hot enough to blow these up, but if it makes you feel better, I'll move them. Put them over here with its buddy. Oh, yeah, see, that's gonna be one of the projects for this winter. That engine right there, gonna completely rebuild the lower end and the top end. That's all the parts and stuff for it. And that goes to this GSX right here. I've got everything I need to rebuild it. I just have to get in here and do it. That one's almost done. I just have to put one more gasket on it and bolt her together, and she's done and ready to go. And then I've got two at the house, a red one and a yellow one, which we had out this summer. So, but honestly, I'm thinking about fire marshal bill TOS violation. I'm thinking about getting these other two running, and then we'll have four, enjoying them for next summer, and then I'll probably take the two of them, or the four of them, and sell them, and instead buy two newer ones. So the GSX is big guy friendly, the SPX is not big guy friendly. So yeah, you know what, Nitro? Could be an exhaust obstruction too. It could be the spark arrestor or whatever. It's worth taking a peek. I mean, it's got a pretty nice exhaust on there, but I doubt she's clogged. And she's got a big old exhaust on there. She's supposed to have a spark arrestor bolt on there somewhere. Forget where. Typically they do. Why do I get the feeling the spark arrestor on this one is behind these three Allens right here? It also looks like it could potentially be an aftermarket exhaust. It's a really big exhaust. But again, like I said, she went from running perfect and then sat and had problems. And we just saw that she wouldn't run at all. But now she's kind of running with some fresh fuel. To me, that suggests fuel. To me, that suggests fuel all day. So no, it's not aftermarket, it's Yamaha. You can see Yamaha. So that's the stock muffler. but I really don't think that's it. And I can hear the air puffing out of there good whenever she is running. Like just now when I had it on, I could hear it just pop, 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 pop. I mean, it sounded good. I don't think that's it. I'm gonna go with it's probably, you know, fuel, wet plug. Yeah, I have fuel, but the question is, do I have enough fuel? Okay, it's running, but not well. Again, everything I've ever known about quads has been that if you're having problems, if you can get it to run with the choke on, but you turn the choke off and she dies even after she's warm, that's a carburetor. Every single time, that's been a carburetor. Not only that, but when I hit the gas, she chokes and she backfires, which means she's running lean, which means she's not getting enough fuel. She's getting too much air, not enough fuel, and you're getting pops going on in the cylinder, which tells me, and I know I've got enough fuel getting down to the carburetor, which tells me the problem is the carburetor. It has to be. We know we have spark, we know we have air, we know we have all that. It has to be the carburetor. It's the carb. It's absolutely the carb. I think we got some nasty fuel in there, that ethanol fuel, and it gummed up some crap, and even though I cleaned it, I probably didn't clean it good enough. I think I'm just gonna, I mean, for 30 bucks, a brand new carburetor, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna order the brand new carburetor, toss it in, and I don't have to worry about it. I cleaned it once, didn't do the job, just buy a brand new one, toss it in there, and if that resolves the problem, then we know that's what it was. So I think that's the goal. Not seeing anything here about spark arrestor. It's a pretty complex machine, this Yamaha. Got all kinds of computers. Kinds of solenoids and relays and crap everywhere. Got a little mini toolkit for the road. That battery's been good. It sits forever and it lasts. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, it's the carburetor. I think I'm just gonna order the $30 carb on Amazon and toss that in. I think that's the issue. I'm pretty convinced at this point. The only other issue would be that coil, but God, I hope it's not the coil, because getting to that coil, the coil is basically bolted to the back of this, if I remember correctly. And see, here's your air intake right here. This is where you connect a snorkel if you want to be going, you know, underwater deeper than this. Of course, brake fluid, your whatchamacallit. Look, somebody had a freaking winch on here and they disconnected it. That's what that is. That's a winch solenoid. You can see the wires unplugged. So at one point, somebody had a winch on here. Yeah, I could be getting a little bit too much of the fumes. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to order the new carb. Toss that in. I mean, it could be a couple other things too, you know, with a carb. It could be that something in there broke off, is busted or something, isn't working properly. I replaced the needle valves. Like, I did a whole rebuild kit on it. You guys can see the old one. It's a pretty funky working, pretty funky carb. Yeah, see, it doesn't really have much of an adjustment. The only adjustment it really has inside here is your throttle, which is adjusted via this screw. So you have that adjustment. And the only other thing is the choke goes into that hole right there. So there's no adjustment there. You don't have any air screws or any of that kind of stuff on this carburetor. This carburetor is all, there isn't nothing to adjust. It's either it runs or it doesn't. This was the original Yamaha one. Oh, I remember what it was. There was a cap that went on the end of the needle that broke. It wasn't the spring. There was a cap on this needle. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It was a spring. It's this spring right here. This is what I replaced when I opened up that carburetor and cleaned it. Oops. Can you believe I dropped that and I still found it? Anyways, that screw right, or that spring right there was all jacked up. So I opened this one up and that one was fine. So I pulled it out and replaced it. This basically went on the end of this. So I'll put it on there so you can see. Maybe. It's pretty jacked up. Yeah, see, this spring is so jacked up that I can't even get it to sit on there the way it's supposed to. It's supposed to pop on, but it just won't. But it basically would go like this, but it won't sit on there. So I took the one out of this one and replaced it. But that's enough to tell me, you know, something ain't right. And I probably bought the cheapest carburetor on Amazon, replaced it with that, so that's also an issue. I think I'm going to buy the genuine, highly rated carb and replace it with that. Check the coil ground connection. Yeah, that's also a thing I need to do. Yeah, that could be. I'm sure the connections on the coil definitely could use some checking out. So, anyways, we've got a little success here. We took it from a no-run condition to a run condition. So that's a good start. I think that's a good place to leave her for tonight. Oh, you were 12 minutes behind? Forgot to hit that live button, huh? I hate when that happens. Yeah, I think this is a good place to leave her for tonight, guys. If you guys enjoy watching projects and stuff, I can do more of this. Trust me, I've got the forecasters out here are saying that we're going to get 10 times more snow this year than we have in the previous years or something. So it's going to be bad. I've got 3 snowmobiles that I need to get in here. So I need to start knocking these projects out, moving them, and get them on over, get them back over the property so I can get new ones in here. I've got a couple vehicles I got to work on. Hell, we might even bring the bed over here, the driving bed, and do a video on getting it all tuned up and working. It should fit. I mean, the roof is pretty tall in here. It's not a bad little shop. You know, like I said, you can fit about 4 cars, I think, in here. Doesn't look like it from this view, but you can. I wonder how many feet it is. Never checked. If you needed to squeeze 4 vehicles in here, I assume you could. So from the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half to the line. I'm assuming it's probably another 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, Yeah, so I'm about 32 feet or 33 feet, 16 and a half. Pretty good size. You can almost fit your Lexus in there. Your Lexus will fit, guarantee it. What won't fit in here is my RV, but when I work on it, I just pull it on the outside and work on it with the big doors open. Got lots of projects though, boys. So if you guys enjoy the car stuff, we can do more of that. Just over 15 foot long. Yeah, see, there you go. We got 33 feet. Good. Golden. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna shut her down in here. At least we got her running. You guys were right on the fuel, changing the fuel out. So, and if there was some type of an obstruction in it, like when I blew on it, it cleared it up. So, and putting newer, cleaner fuel in it, I think that was very helpful. So, we're gonna call that a win for tonight. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining me in here. I'm sure when I'm done here and back at the house, I'll catch up with you guys on Discord. Yeah, I will in the morning. That's the only reason I'm not doing anything else right now is because it's just too late. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but outside my shop, I've got neighbors on the other side of the fence. I don't want to piss them off. See, that's not my house. Neither is that one. Or that one. Or that one. So, I don't want to make them angry. And you guys haven't even seen all that yet. More Easter eggs later on. I've got more stuff I gotta move in here too. Just one burnout won't piss them off. Oh, you'd be surprised. See, we got all kinds of stuff we can do in here though. Do some plasti dipping. I plasti dipped the driving bed. Not last year, but the year before. Got a little bit of everything in here. A lot of tools. Like I said, I gotta clean up. And there's the fuel that we pulled out of that tank. But you would think that if it was dirty, well, I guess it was filtered so you wouldn't see, but the question is, I'm tempted to put this fuel right here. I'm tempted to put that in my riding lawnmower and see if my riding lawnmower will eat it. I bet you it does. I bet you it does. And I need to go home and slap the hell out of freaking Nightbot for being so annoying. Gotta remember to do that. Oh look, there's the Rona mask. Got Milwaukee's, Makitas. Got a little bit of everything in here. Oh shit, I might have fallen on. There we go. Turn that off. Turn this guy off. Yeah, this heater is freaking dope. I thought it said multi-fuel on it somewhere, but I guess not. But yeah, kerosene or diesel, biodiesel, all that kind of stuff. It'll eat just about anything. All these chemicals and stuff. Oh, if you're smart, you might know what that is. There you go. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. Just give you a quick look. Oh, the box is right next to it, so that might give you a little idea. some fun projects that too bad YouTube won't let me do. I guess I can do them, but I have to make a video and record it or whatever, and then post it. It's not a fleshlight, I promise. Good luck. You can't get your hands on that right now. It took me months to get it before this whole thing happened. I'm telling you. There's your big hint. That's all you get. It's probably a big enough hint. But yeah. No, it's not a turret mount. Oh, and there's the axle I replaced on the frickin' quad. That thing's bent as hell. Thing was making the wheels wobble in the back, so I was so excited to go ride it, and then of course it didn't start after I replaced the axle. That wasn't the easiest axle in the world to replace. But yeah. Alright folks, I'm gonna let you go. When I get the carburetor in for this, we'll continue this video. We'll see if we can get her running. I'll order her when she gets home. $34 or $40 or whatever the hell it is. I'm gonna order the best one. Late, mate. Catch y'all later. Chalupa. Driving Lazy Boy next. Yes, sir. Alright, I appreciate you guys for keeping me company. I'll catch you later.